Welcome back to LDB Games. I'm Lord Darth Balls, and this is a video about a top tier arena control champion. And that is an epic Void champion, Umbral Enchantress. When she was part of a fusion, I think like 2 years ago, and it was when they used to do the old school fusions and you can get an extra epic. They weren't so stingy on their fusions. And I got an extra Umbral, and I was still able to complete the fusion. And Umbral Enchantress is a top tier epic champion. First of all, she's pretty sick. She looks like this demoness. It's kind of weird how they've got like a skull over her crotch. I don't know. That's a little weird. She's got like this sick mace. She's got this dope shield with these green eyes on it. And I mean, she's just got these freaking... I love the artwork that Raid does. I can't say that enough. So let's get into her kit. She's only got 3 abilities. Her A1 is just a regular hit. Damage increases as her current HP decreases, and she's defense-based, so you could build her as a damage dealer. And this can actually do some damage over time, because we'll get into the rest of her kit, and it'll make a little bit more sense. Her A2 is probably one of the best block buffs abilities, though it doesn't bring anything else, right? It's a 100% chance when booked of putting a block debuffs out, and it's for 3 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. So you could essentially, if you only use this ability, you could keep block buffs up perpetually with the right speeds. And then her A3 is a wild ability. It's an AoE, has a 100% chance when booked of placing a provoke for 2 turns on everyone. 2-turn provokes are not very common. It also places an unkillable buff on her for 2 turns. Now, the downside is it also puts a block active skills debuff on herself for 5 turns. And that debuff is protected. Can't be resisted, can't be blocked, can't be removed. So when you use her A3, you lock her A2 out. So the 2 main areas that she really gets a lot of play right now are the Arena and Hydra. And in Hydra, you really bring her in for the block buffs, where Arena, you really bring her in for the provokes, right? I know speed is falling out of the meta right now. However, in like low gold 5, mid gold 5 even, speed teams are really viable for farming and moving quick. And Umbral is a really great addition to a speed team if you can't get your damage dealer up to a high speed, right? So I have her with Chainbreaker. For anyone that watched my Madame Cerise video, I have a clip of Chainbreaker actually proccing, and it's pretty incredible. It has a chance of removing any of the control debuffs on her at the start of her turn, which is really nice, especially when you don't win the speed race or you get cut in on, you don't have the right speed set up. And notice I don't have her masteries. They're not, I just took a couple bits of accuracy here, and I would probably go down, if I did build out her masteries, and I probably will at some point, I would go down to Eagle Eye. And we'll get to that in a second, right? Because I use her in the arena, so she is running fast, right? I've got her at 289. She's got decent defense with some HP, but I didn't build her with crit. And her accuracy is a little low. This really should be 400 or 500, but I have a lot of my really fast gear spread across other champions, and she doesn't come into my main arena team anymore, though she was an integral part of me getting to gold 4, and then when they launched it, gold 5. Right, so how does it work, right? What am I talking about here? How does she really come into play, right? So let's head into the arena, and let me show you how this team functions. Now it looks like it could be dangerous. I'm getting kind of high up. I may not get... Oh, okay, this should be a viable team, right? So here, check this team out, right? I've got my speed booster with a speed aura in there, going into Madame Cerise for the strip and decreased defense, and then it goes into Umbral for control, right? So I'll take it off auto. We can go one at a time, and let's see if I win the speed race, because again, this is a speed team, right? And with speed falling out of the meta, boom, I won. Okay, that's tight. I wonder if she's going to cut in. I don't have this tuned perfectly, which is unfortunate, but it's okay, right? So Madame Cerise coming in, beautiful. So I'm going to come in now with her A3. It's going to put a provoke out for 2 turns and make her unkillable. Boom. So now every single enemy champion is provoked for 2 turns, right? There's a block damage here. There's a bomb champion with a reducing bomb cooldowns. There's a huge buff here to damage. And even if my Leo wasn't very fast, it wouldn't matter, because essentially 2 whole turns of every single one of their champions, they're locked out. We've got another fight here that I think might work out. I've been searching. I'm pretty high in Gold 5 right now. Speed teams really aren't the meta, and as high up as I am, it's difficult to find a team that's really good to showcase Umbral. Okay, looks like I won this one. Beautiful. So we'll buff up, we'll strip and debuff, and now comes the provoke. Boom. Everybody's got to provoke for 2 turns, right? Arbiter missed her boost, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to A1 with Leo, because it doesn't matter. They don't have a cleanse, and even if they don't have a passive cleanse, the only way to get out of this is with a passive cleanse if I get the provoke on everyone, right? So you see every single one of their turns, they got nothing, right? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now, because she's unkillable, right, her A1 damage increases as her HP decreases. Because she's got that unkillable and the provokes go out for 2 turns, she takes a ton of damage. See, she's already down to 1 HP, right? Which means, let me not use the heal, which means her A1, if I had her built with crit, would do a truckload of damage, right? But again, I have her built for speed and accuracy. And notice I didn't use Leo's AoEs at all. All I did was A1 with Leo. And that is probably the perfect showcase for Umbral's power, because you lock out the entire team for 2 whole turns. And just imagine what your team can do in 2 whole turns. Pretty incredible. So that's what I got, guys. I hope this helps. Control in the arena is an incredible way to take over the fight, right? You want to take control of the enemy team so that your team has the ability to execute their top tier abilities. If this helped you at all, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I invite you to hit that like button so that my video gets pushed out to other people for them to get a little something out of it as well. And if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. I appreciate all of you guys who watch my videos. I'm Lord Darth Balls. I'll catch you on the next video. Enjoy your raid.